Hey everyone, S-Dub Nation here, and welcome back to a brand new Ninjago video here in the channel. And yes, this is a different type of ranking here in the channel. We concluded our episode rankings right before Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day is tomorrow, so happy Valentine's Day to everyone out there. And I hope you and your significant other are doing well. But you read the title, this is what the ranking is about. I'm going to be ranking all of the Ninjago couples, so please know that everything that I will say in this video is just my very own opinion. My list is certainly not the right list, it is just my list, and you're free to comment down below your ranking of all of the Ninjago couples that I have on my list, from the worst to the best, just like me. Or you can add in your own little couples like Natakan and Delilah, or Ray and Maya. I didn't want to incorporate them on this list. But please do note that I do have a Twitter. It's going to pop up on your screen right now. And I do post episode reviews of WandaVision as they come out. Also Black Lightning and Batwoman. So with all of that out of the way, without further ado, let's just get right into my ranking. Kicking off my list at number 9 has got to go to Cole X Nia. In my opinion, this is just the worst couple. Like, this couple was a joke. In my opinion, this was just... I don't know where this came from. This was one of the worst parts of Rebooted. The Nya X Cole thing just came out of nowhere. Like, they tried to force in a love triangle that really didn't work. Nya, Jay and you were just taking a break. And Jay still like you and you still like Jay. But then you're borderline cheating with Cole. And Cole was like, I'm not going to let this opportunity pass. I'm going to get with Nya. Cole didn't even like Nya. He even fought Jay over her. And he didn't even like Nya. He just liked the attention that she was giving him because he is one of the least valuable ninja on the team. Earth does not do much. So, in my opinion, this couple is the worst because only one person was putting in input, and that was Nya. Nya was simping for Cole. In my opinion, that's not a good basis for a relationship, especially when the other person only likes the attention. Coming in at number 8 for me has got to go to Garmadon X Misako. They're married. That's all I can say. They're married. They were married when he was evil. They were married when they were distant from each other. You know, they were married when she was flirting with Wu. That's just how it is. Their whole marriage is based on a lie, really. And that's like the only reason why it's down on this list, because I like the fact that they're married. I like the fact that, you know, she still loved him even though he was still going through this evil phase. But their whole marriage is based on a lie because of what Garmadon did. And I think the fact that they made Lloyd and the fact that Lloyd came into this world because of them being married, I guess I can give them a little bit more leeway. But I honestly believe that Sensei Garmadon and Misako just did not work well together, as well as the evil version of Garmadon did with Misako. And even then, I still didn't like that relationship. At number 7, I have Wu X Misako. This relationship is not even better than, you know, the Garmadon one. I mean, it's better if you're just speaking in terms of how long we've seen these two together. Because we only seen Garmadon and Misako together for 2 seasons and a little snippet at the end of the finale of season 2. So then when we go into Sensei Wu and Misako, we saw them together way before Garmadon. I love the fact that these two actually have a history and they talk about their history a lot. They talk about the things that they've done in the past and the things that happened inside of the past and the things that they want to change going into the future. And I like that aspect. But the thing is, Misako was flirting with Wu even though she was still married to Garmadon. And I just found that out before I even recorded this part of the video. But I personally believe that Sensei Wu just should not be in a relationship at all. I feel like he works better when he's single, but I give this one a little bit more leeway because they talk about their history and we've seen more of them together rather than we did with Garmadon and Misako. Coming in at number 6 for me has got to go to Cole X Vania. To be honest, guys, I did not want to include this couple on this list. Honestly, this couple was not even on my radar. I did not even want to include this couple. And it's only because they chose to keep it mainly platonic at the end of the season. I mean, throughout the season, obviously, there was affection there between Vania and Cole. There was this type of chemistry. But in my opinion, I just thought of them as friends. And by the end of the season, that kind of confirmed it. So, in my opinion, this couple is a lot better than the ones that came before this on this list. But out of the main couples that you're about to see, this one is definitely the worst. And I hope one day Vania may return. But at this point, I gotta say, Cole and Vania were not a good couple. Real quick, before I get into my top 5 list, I'd like to take the time to say that if you are a fan of Ninjago, which you probably are, that's why you're watching this video, click that playlist up above for everything Ninjago related that I have on my channel. Also, if you are a big fan of WandaVision, that is currently on Disney Plus right now, I do have a link in the description where it will take you to my full thoughts on every episode of WandaVision as they come out, and it comes out every Monday. Without further ado, let's just get right into my top 5. Kicking off my top 5 list has got to go to Ed X Edna. I love this couple for a number of reasons, mainly because, I mean, it's crazy how they stayed married for such a long time. They're just such a crazy, kooky couple, but I love the fact that they just love each other. Like, this is the way that older couples act, really. Like, my grandparents or other people's grandparents or just older couples in general, they love each other very much because they spent most of their lives with each other, you know. They spent over 50 to 60 years together. So I feel like the chemistry that Ed and Edna have, especially being the parents of Jay, I feel like that rubs off a little bit more on Jay. Just that love, just that compassion that they have for each other. And it doesn't matter if they're rich, and it doesn't matter that they're poor. It all depends on how happy they are. And I love the fact that they're just bent on being happy and not worrying about all the money and stuff, and not worrying about raising their child in a junkyard, because all they care about is giving that child a happy environment and a loving home. And that's what I feel like Ed and Edna's relationship is all about: love and happiness. At number 4 for me, I have Lloyd X Harumi. Oh my god, I know a lot of people are going to probably get mad at this pick, mainly because not a lot of people like Lloyd X Harumi. I think some people do. I need to read into it, but I guess that not a lot of people like Lloyd and Harumi being together. I gotta say, I love that relationship. I don't know what it is about it. I know this is not a good thing. Don't ever do this with your significant other. Domestic, abusive, don't ever do that or anything like that. But it's that toxic relationship that I like between Lloyd and Harumi. The fact that Harumi doesn't change. Harumi is a villain, okay? She is a villain through and through. It doesn't matter. She did mess up things season 8 and season 9. She's a villain. Even though they, air quotation marks, redeemed her before her death in season 9, you gotta understand, she didn't change because of Lloyd. She was always a villain, even when she was manipulating Lloyd. That type of toxic, manipulative relationship that Lloyd and Harumi have, oh my god, I love it. I love it. Just using the word toxic to describe their relationship. And I wholeheartedly feel like the Harumi that was evil is a way better match to Lloyd than the Princess Harumi. And the only reason why I say that is because, like I said, it's a toxic relationship. They have ties to Garmadon. They also have ties to the Great Devourer. They have ties to everything. They are connected in some way. And it does not start with her princess version. It starts with the Sons of Garmadon leader, Harumi. And that's what I like. That's the toxic relationship that I like. It's just something about heroes and villains being in a relationship together where they both love each other, but they know they can't be together because they're a villain and a hero. I like that stuff. And it worked out pretty great for Lloyd and Harumi here. So yeah, I gotta say, Lloyd and Harumi's relationship, I loved it mainly because it's toxic and rage-fueled that I just can't help loving them. Kicking off my top 3 list has gotta go to X Skylar. Now, from the moment that those two characters locked eyes in season 4, I already knew they're gonna be a fantastic couple. I've always wanted to see my favorite ninja have a girlfriend, and I think that Skylar is the perfect match for this character. They're both hot-headed characters. They're both stubborn in their own way. They both have that feistiness to them. They both have that fire that fuels their rage. I love this couple for a number of reasons, and their chemistry, I feel like they have some of the best chemistry out of all of these couples on this list. And I think that if I was solely basing this list off of just chemistry, I would put them at number 1 or higher than just number 3. But I do not think that they are the best. Mainly because we do not see their relationship form. Because in season 4, it's all about Kai. In season 4, it's all about Kai. And, you know, you also have the dynamic between Skylar and their relationship just building up to eventually, at the end of the season, when they realize that, you know what, I'm going to be doing ninja stuff. You got to go run your father's factory. We can check back in a couple years to just see how this little relationship thing can go. But as of right now, we can't be in a relationship. And they kind of kept it mainly platonic. And then going into season 6, we realized that a flame is still there. Season 7, the flame is still there while Kaya is venting to Skylar, asking for advice about what he should do about his parents thing. And I think that kind of solidified that these two are actually still talking and that they're still trying to figure out how to make this relationship work. And then going into season 8, we realize that they're together, but we don't even see them on screen together. And then going into season 9, they're together, and then season 10, they're together. But in my opinion, I feel like we should have seen their relationship in each season. We should have seen that their relationship was still growing instead of just showing their relationship in season 4 and then ending it off in season 4, going into season 6, having that little flame there, and then season 7, and then so on. But I do love their relationship. I do love seeing them together. They're two of my favorite characters inside of the entire series, and Kai is my favorite character out of all of Ninjago. But their relationship should have been formed a little bit better. My runner-up at number 2 has got to go to Zane X Pixel. I mean, what else can you say about this couple? They're basically the same. I mean, they're robots, robot love. You know what I mean? Like, it's so weird. I remember 7 years ago watching the first episode of Rebooted and seeing Zane just fall head over heels for this robot named Pixel. It's just something about their relationship that I love because they have so much in common. Like, literally, starting with Rebooted, they're interconnected. He gave half of his heart to save her life. And when Pixel got dismantled, he put her matrix inside of his head. So basically, he had a girl stuck in his head, like Cole said. So I feel like throughout these seasons, their relationship grew because of the fact that Zane is a human through and through. Though he is a robot, though it was revealed that he is a ninja, he's a robot, Zane is still human. Those human emotions rubs off on Pixel. So he turned Pixel from this robot servant to a robot that has the mind of her own, that makes her own choices, that decided to become the Samurai X. I gotta say, Zane and Pixel's relationship is all based on them building each other up. Their relationship is just so perfect, like they're just so perfect for each other because they're both robots. But coming in at my number 1 has gotta go to Cole X Cake. I mean, what else can I say about Cole and cake? I mean, it's his favorite food. Cole loves all types of food, and it should have been Cole X food, but he loves cake even more. And I gotta say, his relationship with Cake is the best relationship inside of Ninjago. Just the way that he oozes out of the mouth of just seeing Cake in Chin's Island, I love that about Cole. And just the way that he treats his body as a temple, but he just cannot stay away from Cake. So at the end of season 9, he goes right back to eating Cake. And I love that about their relationship. Cole just loves Cake through and through, and I bet you Cake loves Cole. Just kidding. As you can tell, I probably had a little sarcasm in my voice, I don't know, but this is not my number 1. But coming in at my number 1 has got to go to X Nia. I mean, what else can I say about this relationship? It's the original, it's the best. Oh my god, I was debating putting this at number 1 or putting Zane X Pixel at number 1 because Zane X Pixel, they're just so perfect together. They're literally the perfect couple. I feel like this relationship is more so the more relatable one. And I say that because they have the most relatable issues. Just look at it from the entire series. We start off with Jay asking out Nia, and then Jay unlocking his true potential due to Nia telling him that he could just be himself, and she likes him for who he is. So then we lead into season 2 with them dating, and then in between season 2 and season 3, they kind of distanced themselves away. They were broken up until season 6, where I contend that is Nia's worst season. But I do believe that the best episode inside of that season also deals with the relationship between Jay and Nia. That whole entire season is based on Nia and Jay's relationship. So you have the breakup, and then you have them getting back together from season 7 to season 10. And then at the end of season 10, Jay proposes to Nia. They got engaged. This is the most relatable relationship because they have those ups and downs. They had the problems, but in the end, they eventually got married. Now they're married in the later seasons. And I love the fact that their relationship just keeps growing. So even though I do think that Nia is the worst character ever in season 6, I still gotta contend that thanks to that season, it made me like Nia again. And it made me love this relationship between Jay and Nia. And that they went through those problems and came out on the other side together, stronger and healthier than ever. This is why X Nia has to come in at number 1. Alright guys, that was it for the ranking. Please note that everything that I did say in this video was just my very own opinion. My list was certainly not the right list, it was just my list, and you are free to comment down below your ranking of all of the Ninjago couples ranked from the worst to the best just like me, or you could just do your favorite. Please note that I do have a Twitter, that link is always in the description. Also for Wandavision Reviews, that link is in the description as well. Like, comment, and subscribe guys. Happy Valentine's Day to you and your significant other, and I will see you all next time. Peace.